everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new message. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So for today's message, we'll be looking into what do you need to hear before the end of today. So if you're seeing this reading and you felt called to click on it, let's see what is the message that is meant to reach you guys before the end of today. Spirit, what is the message for those who felt drawn to this reading today? What is something important that they need to hear before the end of today? Okay, I just heard stop. Oh, and we have one. I am innovative. You're a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. Wow, okay. I see a lot of innovative people are feeling called to this reading today. People with brilliant ideas. And also something that I'm hearing for you guys is that whatever you want to create in this time, you can start it by yourself. And I feel like you're kind of in this position where you have this amazing idea that can be started maybe even in your bedroom or on your computer, something like that, that can really turn into and reach success, major success. And you also have the number 16. I am perceptive. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings, a wisdom seeker, and your angels ask to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. Yes, okay, I am innovative, and you have an inquisitive mind. I feel like the message that is meant to find you guys before the end of today is almost this confirmation that whatever idea you have is going to work, and the reason why it's going to work is because it's going to be of so much benefit to other people. I feel like whatever you're about to start doing, whatever you're about to start creating, it's almost like this $1 million idea that I'm sensing in you. It's going to reach high success, and I feel like Spirit wants you to start working on this ASAP. Like the moment you wake up tomorrow, start working on the plan. Stop putting in the action that is necessary of you. Start creating. I'm hearing something about not procrastinating, because what you want to share with the world is of benefit, is of service to other people. And the sooner you get it out there, the sooner you will see the feedback, the sooner you will see the success. So there is something about not procrastinating. I feel like you guys need to hear to not procrastinate on this innovation. Because remember that innovation is about changing people's lives. You're not creating something that already exists, or you're not copying someone is what I want to say. I feel like what you're doing is innovation. And that's when leaders are made. That's when the thing is made, is what I'm hearing. You know how there's always a person in the industry that stands out because they made an innovation. They made evolution. They started a revolution with what they were doing. And this is something that I feel you possess. You possess this ability. You possess this idea right now to be the first one into doing something. What else do you guys need to hear before the end of today? Okay, we have the owl with observation. You're being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation for a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. This is interesting because I feel like this card is encouraging you guys to be more of an observer. Be more of an observer of your thoughts. And I am sure that you have really great ideas, but there are still doubts in your mind. There's still, maybe thoughts coming in of like, is this going to be worth it? Am I just going to waste my time? Is this like really the thing that I'm supposed to do? And I feel like Spirit wants you to move past those deceiving thoughts, move past that energy of procrastination and start doing something. I feel like you have such a great idea that you're sleeping on. That's why this is meant to find you before the end of today, so that you can begin tomorrow. Because Spirit is saying, see each day as a new opportunity that is getting you closer to the end goal. Observe the situation. I feel like right now you kind of have to almost not detach from your emotions, but if you're having doubts, not letting them affect you. Because I feel like those doubts, and maybe what you're seeing right now, it's deceiving you. It's not what's actually happening. Some of you are doubting your ideas, and Spirit is saying, no, that's not it. You need to believe in them, because I feel like there's something really powerful that you can create right now. Okay, let's see your tarot cards. What is the message meant to reach you guys before the end of today? 10 of Wands. Look at all of these ants. I'm hearing something about not being afraid to invest the effort. Okay? And I would say also don't be afraid of hard work, but sometimes I know that can, like, in people's mind, and it can sound like you need to work 16 hours a day and not sleep and not do anything else. To me, it's more about showing up. To me, it's more about persistence. To me, it's more about dedication and just being present, doing your best that you can. Don't be afraid to put in the effort is something that I'm hearing for you. Don't be afraid to invest your hours, to invest your energy. It's time to start doing something. Okay, what are your cards here? Queen of Pentacles. Do you see? I told you in the beginning, I feel like you guys have $1 million idea. And this has been coming up in my readings a lot lately because I feel like you do. Some of you need to, maybe if you're following my channel consistently, if you're watching all of my videos, you might have been hearing that message, and it's repeating because some of you still haven't grasped it. Some of you maybe hear it and then you forget about it. So it needs to keep showing up for you because you need to be reminded that there is still an idea here. There's still, you have to understand wealth comes from innovation because you're being of service to so many people. Start this idea, start this business, start this service, because I definitely see a lot, I see it bringing a lot of wealth to you. We have the puppeteer. So this is interesting because there was a message here to look beyond deceiving appearances. And this card is coming up to remind you to don't let your mind control you. And when I say your mind, I mean your doubts and your limiting beliefs. Don't let that make you procrastinate, stay in stagnation, not take action. Don't let the fear of putting in effort stop you from putting in the effort. You kind of have to move beyond that right now. Like, you can still have those thoughts, right? We are all going to have them, but it's about how quickly you're able to snap back into the present moment. I was actually watching a video of this sportist, I think he's a tennis player or something, and he was explaining how even he, as you know, one of the biggest out there, he has doubts every single day. He says, like, I have them more than probably you do. But for me, it's about how quickly I can snap back to my highest self, to my present moment. And I feel like that's something that you guys need to hear, that you're always going to have the doubts. Like, you're always going to have that in the back of your mind, but it's about mastering to move past it. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. This is initially coming out in reverse. I don't usually take reversals in my readings, but I feel like for you, this is about movement forward and not being afraid to move, not being afraid to make big moves, take steps. A lot of the times the Knight of Wands can show up even as taking risks or just making the jump, right? It's more about moving and taking action, and of course, don't be impulsive, but just move. Like, as long as you're doing something, trust me, you're doing something. Something is always better than nothing, even if it doesn't lead to a result right away. Spirit is saying it's still movement forward. So this is such a clear message to don't be in stagnation right now and move. Like, just do anything. I keep hearing just do anything, whatever you feel called to do, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's somehow related to your idea, if it's somehow related to your project, to the beginning of this new thing, still do it, even if it's not like an immediate result. Whatever you feel like will inspire you. Maybe sometimes for me, if there's something that I want to do, what inspires me is like, I don't know, buying a new shirt, buying some kind of accessories, like a necklace. For me, that sets me in the mood. When I put it on, I'm like, okay, it's time to start doing this. And things like that can motivate us. Maybe sometimes getting a cup of coffee in your favorite cafe and sitting there with your laptop can also help you. I feel like right now you're just being called to do anything, because through doing everything, I feel like you will somehow get somewhere. But if you're just sitting still and doubting yourself, really, I don't think that's gonna get you any closer. So let's see, what else do you guys need to hear before the end of today? What is your message? I'm feeling called to this card here. It's sticking out to me. So let's see. We have be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. Wow, this is so fitting with the message today. Just be bold, confident, and using your resources to create your dreams. Don't be afraid to invest in your dreams is something that you guys need to hear. And resources are not always finances, right? Sometimes they can be, and some of you, maybe there are certain things that you want to invest in. Maybe you want to apply for a school, you want to sign up for a course, maybe that's your investment. For some of you, maybe you want to buy your first, I don't know, yard and start making knitted products. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, right? But if there is something that you want to invest in, do it. But also remember that your biggest resource that every single person has is time and energy. That is something that is available to every single one of you, and it's one of your biggest resource. And I feel like Spirit wants to remind you that you all have time, you all have energy, you all have your mind, your brain. So that is your biggest resource. Use that. And for your last card, you have new rhythms are coming into your life. You're being encouraged to trust and adapt. Yeah, I definitely feel like you guys sense that. I also just saw the number 1331 on the phone. So this is definitely a sign that you're ready for something new. You're ready to start innovating. You're ready to start creating, doing things that haven't been done before or seen before, whether it's in the entire world or within your community or within your country, in your city. I feel like this reading is meant to reach those of you who are ready to start pursuing your dreams, your $1 million idea, that idea that's going to bring you success. And if you're having doubts right now, and if you're saying, yes, sure, that's gonna happen to me, or of course, it doesn't work like that, this is the card here to remind you to look past beyond those thoughts, because that is just deceiving you. It's not what's happening, and you should not allow that control the way that you react, right? So I feel like that is the message that was meant to find you today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.